Hello everyone, today is a very exciting video, something pretty unusual and something out of the blue that you guys probably really weren't expecting. I'm going to be fiddling around inside my latest free PC. This is a Socket 939 system. It currently has a Sempron in it and it will continue to have a Sempron in it until a few videos time. It's currently got, I don't know how many gigs of RAM in it, but like maybe, I don't know, 512 or a gig or something, maybe a gig. I'm not really sure on the details of the machine actually, but anyway, I know it's got a really horrendous power supply in it, and we're going to address that in this video. And I also know that I'm a little bit crazy, and I've got some parts slightly out of frame here that are just really exciting. Now, what am I going to be doing with this PC? Well, first off, even though the case is really nice quality, you know, pre-built PC cases are much better quality than cheapo, you know, sort of eBay ATX cases that you can buy. You know, this is a solid case, and it's, you know, it's a pretty nice case. It's micro ATX, but you know, it's got two 5 1/4s, a few hard drive bays. It's generally a nice case. However, I will be replacing it because I want to do some modding and stuff. I've got a bit of a plan, so I'm going to be buying another Fractal Design Core 1000, the same case that I used to build my parents' PC, because it's a really basic case, and I'm going to hopefully cut a window into it and stuff like that, and I want to spray it as well. So I'm buying that case just to make a few interesting videos about it, and I'm going to migrate this motherboard to it probably, but more about that at the end of the video. So here's the PC as it stands. First off, I think I found a use for it. I think I found someone that I'm going to give this to, and yeah, the word give is right there. I'm not going to be selling it. I've spent money on it, and I'm doing it up as a little bit of a present for someone, and of course, you know, I'll make the money back on YouTube, and it's great for, you know, these videos are always really popular with you guys anyway. But I'm ranting on a little bit now. I think I found a use for it, like I was saying. There will be a CPU upgrade, but it needed a video card. Integrated graphics just won't cut it. So I was looking to buy a sort of 6770 or something, whatever those are, those lower end new cards. But I thought, no, I'm going to go on eBay and get a higher end older card to sort of match the generation of the system. I was looking at 4850s for ages, but I ended up going with a Sapphire Radeon 4870 with 1 GB of GDDR5. This was a really beastly card back in the day. I remember when 4870 was considered a really nice card. So I'm really looking forward to throwing that in the case. It's a pretty massive card. I'm just going to remove it a little bit. You guys will see it in greater detail later. But it's a pretty humongous card, really nice looking. Looking forward to throwing that in. I Instagrammed a picture of that not too long ago, just as a little bit of a teaser, and it got you guys going. So I bought that on eBay. Must have cost me about £30. Absolute steal, much better value. It's more power for the money rather than buying a lower end brand new card these days. Coming over, we have in this little wrapping here a donation from Kai. Thank you very much, Kai. You have donated this stick of RAM to go in this this system. I think it's 512. I can't remember though, actually. It could be a gig, but I think it's 512. So that's really cool. Kai's details will be in the video description. A huge thanks again, Kai. I really appreciate that. Coming over, we have a new power supply for this system. I also won this on eBay. I was bidding on this on eBay. I won this for like £30 or something, so I've spent about £60 on this system so far, which really isn't a lot. This is a Thermaltake Pure Power 500 watt TWV power supply. TWV stands for Total Watt Viewer, which is this doobry here. This is a 5 1/4 inch bay. You can adjust the fan speed, and it shows you the total power used by your system. So that's really cool. That's a nice power supply. It's modular. It's got some leads coming out of it for the total watt viewer, but other than that, it's fully modular. It's got a blue LED 120mm fan in it. It's 500 watts, like I said, and I won it for a really good price. Coming over, we have a 120mm Yate Loon blue LED fan, basic fan, 3-pin. It's probably got a 4-pin adapter in there as well. But you can plug one additional fan into this funky thermal take thing to control with the speed knob. So I'm hoping that blue fan will go in the front of the Core 1000 by Fractional Design. And then in this box here, we just have all the modular leads. They're all sleeved, which is really nice. We have all the modular leads for the power supply. So just going through them really quick. We've got an 8-pin PCIe. We have a couple of SATAs. We have a couple of Molex. We have our 4 or 8-pin CPU, main 20 or 24-pin motherboard connector, 8 or 6-pin PCIe. We have some more SATAs, some more Molex, and even more Molex. So there's quite a lot of connectors in there. It's an older power supply. All these parts and the PC range from around 2005 to around 2007, maybe 2008, depending on how old the video card is. But yeah, that's all my parts. And basically what we're going to do in this video is throw it all together like a temporary setup. And yeah, I'm not going to actually screw the power supply into the case because it's a waste of time. I'll just literally plug the stuff in that I need, plug the video card in, see if it all works. Now, this system is sort of refusing to boot up at the moment. It's just an operating system problem, I think. So I'm not going to be able to extensively test the video card, but as long as it puts pixels on the screen, I don't really care. So what I'm going to do now is whip out the screwdriver, get a little bit of a better angle, and start plugging in the new power supply. So here is the system, everyone. First thing I'm going to do is start yanking out power cables and then unscrewing the other power supply just to get all the cabling out the way. So why am I changing the power supply? First of all, it doesn't look very nice, and it's not going to look very nice through a window, but that's not the primary reason. Come on, this is only a Molex. The primary reason why I'm changing the power supply is because I was recommended by pretty much everyone in the comment section of my other video that Best Tech power supplies are completely useless. So guys, this is actually really frustrating me. Come on! There we go, finally. Anyway, yeah, so it's recommended to me that I change the power supply, and you know, I'm cool with that, especially because we're going to be running a video card now, quite a sort of power-hungry video card. So that's going to add an extra lot of load onto this system, and you know, if this power supply is dodgy anyway, which I'm not sure it is, but it, you know, could be, I'd like to make sure that this system gets decent power. Now the Thermaltake power supply, you know, isn't as good as something else that I could have bought, but it was sort of a nice buy for a modding system because of that nice front 5¼ inch bay thing that it has. So that is all of the leads disconnected, I think. So that's pretty cool. That was fairly difficult. Let me just unscrew the power supply from the back. So here's the back of the system. Let's take out all of the screws. Sorry if I block your view, guys, but I'm just going to get this done nice and quick. Really looking forward to testing out this system with its new parts. As long as I get pixels on the screen with that video card, you know, I'll take it from there that it's decent. The eBay seller seemed very trustworthy anyway. So there are all the screws out for the power supply. Let's just yank her out. There it is. Nice. So this apparently is a system killer. It doesn't feel too lightweight and stuff, but I'm going to go with the advice that people have given me and take it out. Now, one thing that I think I may do, I think I might put the new one in. I might as well, because it's just going to be inconvenient having it not wired in. So what I'm going to do quickly is just grab it right here and put it in. I might as well. So there we go. There's that in. I'm going to screw this one in. We've screwed that in, guys. Now what I'm going to do is attach this funky front bay thing. Now all I need to do, I believe, is the 2-pin cable coming off of the fan control speed knob. I need to plug into this 2-pin receptacle on the power supply, like so. And then off of that there is a 3-pin connection, so that is where this plugs in. This is my case fan that I want controlled off of that knob as well. So if I plug that in to the 3-pin, actually they are both females, so give me a second. What I'm going to do is plug in, there we go, I'm going to plug in the 3-pin LCD connection to the LCD, and then we'll see what connections we've got left. I believe I may need a 4-pin to 3-pin fan adapter, but not to worry because I've got one somewhere. Okay, that could be to plug into the motherboard. Okay, to monitor fan speed, and then yeah, this says system fan, this Molex connection, and this Molex connection says system fan. So I assume you run the system fans off Molex. Okay, that's not too much of a problem. I'll find a 3-pin to Molex adapter somewhere. Hopefully I don't have to go digging too far, but yeah, that's not too much of a problem. What we'll do is just move the fan out of the way for a second, and then all of this other cabling can be pushed around the back of the system. While I just plug in other stuff. There we go. Well, with all of these tight sleeve cables, that was nothing short of a little bit of a nightmare. Micro ATX and this power supply may not be the perfect combination, but you know, it's not helped by things like the IDE cables and stuff like that. One interesting thing to note about this power supply is the second 8-pin PCIe connector doesn't fit into the power supply, and it's a slightly different shade of red, and also the sleeving is very different. So I think I've been sent the wrong power supply cable. Not to worry, I can use Molex to 6-pin adapters, but you know, it's still a little bit annoying. But anyway, that's the system all wired up now, apart from the video card, of course. It's time to figure out how this PCIe mechanism works, or this PCI mechanism rather, and looks pretty straightforward. I'm going to put in the video card and then I'm going to hunt for an adapter. So everyone, the video card is in, as you can see. One of the power connectors is connected, and I have found the necessary adapter to connect the second one. I had to dig out my 6870 Hawk box because that came with 2 of these adapters. Thought I'd never be using them, thought I'd always have the appropriate power and stuff, always the appropriate power connections rather, but even though I have got them, it's a shame because I've been sent the wrong cable, but that doesn't matter. Not too bothered. So I'm connecting. Wow. It's fussy. There we go. Those 3 Molex there. Of course it doesn't use the red wire, only the yellow, black and brown. To connect those there as well. Bit of a struggle to get in, but that appears to be in. There you go, that's even better. Okay, now I can connect that to my video card. By there. And that is in. Sorry about my phone in the background there, guys. Right then, the second necessary adapter that I have found is a Molex to 3-pin fan header. So let me just untighten this, and I will locate one of these. This is the system fan header, and we will plug it in like so, and then my blue fan, which is here, gets plugged in to this 3-pin connection, and I should have control over it, over that speed knob, as far as I know. So that's really, really cool. That's the entire system completely wired up. So what I'm going to do now is plug it into a monitor. By the way, I bought another monitor from the same people that gave me this PC. They offered me a small oldish LCD for a tenner, and I thought, you know what, for testing purposes it'll be really great. So I'll plug it in and we'll see how far we get. So here's the test setup, everyone. It's adapters galore. This monitor doesn't take a direct IEC input. It actually has a transformer on it. So, you know, the IEC goes in there and then it's just got a little low voltage adapter that goes in there. I've plugged in the VGA cable. This will be the first test for the monitor as well. Now, if I just put that up like that, there we go. I had to use a DVI to VGA adapter on the graphics card, so this setup is full of adapters. We've got fan adapters, graphics card adapters, God knows what. But I'm going to turn this up to max as we start it up. And this next shot will be a lot darker because I've got a limited amount of IEC leads, and I've got to steal the IEC leads for both the monitor and the computer from both of the video lights that I'm using. So prepare for darkness. So like I've already mentioned, big sorry for the darkness, but let's turn the switch on the back of the power supply and hit the switch on the front of the computer. Oh, that's very interesting. We've got the readout before we've even turned the computer on. That's really cool. So 2 watts. Right then, let's fire this machine up. Okay, so that didn't stay on for long. Let's try it again. On we go. So the system is actually turning itself off, which is quite interesting. What I'm going to do is unplug the VGA from the graphics card and plug it straight into the integrated graphics for a second, just to see if anything pops up on the display. You are going to love what I have done, guys. This is awesome. Check this out, right? Watch this. So here it boots up, HP. And then check this out. CPU fan has failed. Whoops! I have actually blocked the CPU fan from moving, either that or accidentally unplugged it. So I'm going to see if I fried the CPU. I'm going to try and plug it back in. Okay, so I've plugged the CPU fan back in and it is spinning. Let's see what the display says now. I'm not plugged into the graphics card because I wasn't getting any video out of it. So I might need to go into the BIOS and change some settings. But I think we're back to how this system was, just staying there, just flashing, doing nothing really. So a geeky video isn't complete without some BIOS footage. Let's go over to advanced. Primary video adapter is PCIe. Awesome. Save and exit is F10. So we'll do that. Save. Yes. Now I'm going to plug the monitor into the video card and it should display something. So that is the HP boot up screen displaying from the video card. So the video card is indeed working. It's putting pixels on the screen. Obviously I can't test it any further than that because the hard drive on this machine is totally gone. So everyone, this system's doing pretty much nothing. Not to worry, I don't really mind. If the system itself isn't working too great, like the motherboard and that. If the motherboard's shot, then that's not much of a problem either. Second-hand PC parts are so cheap on eBay. I'm still going to be building up a nice modded system with this graphics card, power supply, fan, and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to building inside the Core 1000 again by Fractal Design. It's a really, really nice case. As far as full specifications go, I have no idea yet, but watch this space. I'm building a PC for someone, it'll all be revealed, and I'm really, really looking forward. I hope you guys are too, because I know how much you guys like these builds. So, sorry that this last part of the video has been in a little bit of darkness, but like I said, I needed the IEC leads. What I'm going to do now is press stop. I could carry on blabbering on and make a longer video, but I think it'll be more beneficial to import the footage, edit it, export it, convert it, compress it, and then upload it. So, that's basically what I'm going to do now. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I really, really enjoy doing the computer stuff. Hope you guys enjoy watching it. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.